The moment you go, I want this with my whole being, the universe goes, I'm on it. And then the second you start to try to figure out how to do it, it goes, stop it. Stop it. I know the fastest way to you. Stop it. You keep putting these things in my way because you keep thinking that you can make it happen better than me. F***ing stop it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is our new moon episode of Embodying Mystical Mac. We're here with Adyr, Adyrius Leo, Adyr Villa, whatever you know him as. There's only one Adyr that I know that is this fabulous and amazing. This guy.
What is this? Nails. I don't fucking know.
I feel like this is Spirit Fingers meets Euphoria.
Spirit. I thought Spirit Fingers like this.
No, from Bring It On. Spirit Fingers are like...
Ooh, these are mystic fingers.
They're mystic fingers.
Mystic fingers. And they give the good face massage.
Yes. Mine are so cold. It's like a
I know, mine are cold.
Cryo massage.
You know, when I used to work with Japanese clients, they used to be like, okay, sorry, I want to be correct about that. We'll give you a massage. So there you go. They pat you like before makeup, before a shoot, and I go, okay, let me put this on. Let me put this on silent. And I go, it's still gonna be puffy.
Right, but all right.
Sure. And of course they would do this, and I'd pass out. So they like do my makeup while I'm asleep. And one lady's like, I had a conversation with you. I was like, what? You did? Yeah, you sleep talk. And she was talking to me about, it's a weird conversation. I wish I remember what it was. But.
That is awesome. Oh my
I could
God.
imagine.
I know, you're like replying.
Did you? Yeah. But she's putting on makeup.
That's hysterical. So those of you who don't know, if you're new here, welcome. This is the fun time that I guess I called the new moon episode in the podcast, because every new moon we get together. Sometimes it happens a little belated.
Yeah, it's a little belated, but
it's a little belated. It still counts. Trust me, we tried to get it to happen early, and shit goes down. I don't know how else to explain it.
Like, it's always around this time.
It's true. Like, this time I was sick, and then he got sick, and then there was like, not COVID, thank goodness, but you know.
Best diet in the world. Food poisoning. I lost like 6 pounds in 3 days.
Don't try it at home. Okay?
Painfully delicious.
Don't try it at home.
I don't recommend it. Unless you're desperate. Go eat some moldy bread.
Oh, God. Yeah, what do we think it was? It was lettuce.
I didn't think I washed
improperly washed lettuce, and Adyr being a little bit on the wild side, being like, I'll eat the orange parts.
Yeah. I don't fucking care. I lived in China. I've got food poisoning. I don't even know what the hell I ate over there at one point. I have an iron stomach. Nope. No. I come back here and I'm like, ugh. So I rented the bathroom for 2 nights. My bedroom was not my friend. It was the bathroom. Just like this. Wake up, boom. Wake up, boom. That's all it was.
He makes it sound so nice and like so fine. Mm-hmm. It wasn't fine.
I have an 8-pack because of it. Damn, my 8-pack. My 6 went to an 8.
That's what dehydration will do for you.
Isn't that amazing?
It'll just make stuff show up that you never thought was there in the first place.
And you start seeing things, because I was kind of hallucinating.
Oh my God, really?
I was so dehydrated. Ooh. I was like, all right, there's a hand by the doorway. It's not my hand. Fuck, I need to drink water.
Yeah.
Look, there's these orbs flying all over the living room. Did I drink enough water? And then I stand up and you feel drunk because you're so dehydrated. Just like, oh. Yeah.
That'd be a no.
Now
Not
I'm
enough water.
ripped, but I got a puffy face from like all the so my face is still swollen, so I look like a lollipop. Don't lick me.
Yeah, we'll make sure to do exactly not that.
I'm delicious, but not right now.
Oh my god, it's like when you've been eating junk food for a while and you wake up with like really bad breath one day and you're just like, I need to stop.
You know, and I had
I
McDonald's. I was like, I just want a burger. So I went to McDonald's, worst choice.
Yeah.
I kind of did it healthy. I had 3 double cheeseburgers. And then I was like, I don't like the bread. So I just ate the patties. I felt healthy in a dirty way.
McDonald's protein style.
Hell yeah.
Wow, do not sue us in and out.
Ketogenically dangerous.
Oh my god.
And I think that's what... No, I didn't start... I don't know. I was reading about food poisoning. Sometimes it can start like the following day or whatever. But
yeah.
I ate that salad. And then I was at the gym. I was like, well, I feel bloated. Whatever. And I went to my client. I was like, ooh, this is really puffy. It's like, oh no, I know the signs.
Oh no.
Thank goodness I had a grocery bag, a plastic one. So I drove home. I called my clients. I was like, I cannot. And the diet began as I drove home.
Yeah. Well, you're here now. This is a really interesting... I can already tell that this is a really interesting lunar cycle and a really interesting just transition from the last lunar cycle just via my own personal experiences and things that have been happening to me. So let's find out. I know we're entering the new moon in Pisces. We entered the new moon in Pisces.
We've entered the new moon in Pisces, which is the final stretch for the year, the energy of 2021. Okay. We did start 2022. However, the energies continue for 2021 astrologically until Aries, which is the first sign of the year. Of the astrological year, of the chart.
So we passed Aquarius.
Mm-hmm. Pisces is the last.
Okay.
So whatever's happening now, clear it up, put it all in. It's time to like manifest. It's kind of like what we do for New Year's Eve. I have a resolution, and this is what I want to do. It's going to be the best. 2022 is amazing. We're going to practice this. We're going to manifest good energy, man. This is now the time to do it before Aries season starts. And it's fucking Pisces season, which is the ruler of the 12th house, which is intuition, spirituality, all this stuff. So right now you're looking within, and you need to look within and really just be aware that you will get psychically heightened, psychically sensitive. There's a lot of sensitivity when it comes to the spiritual realm right now. And advise, if people want to talk to you and you seem to be like a problem solver, always want to help people with their problems, shut up and listen, because a lot of times right now people just want to be heard. So listen. And I guarantee you, if they just this and nothing in this, and all of a sudden the dishes are broken and I have to buy plastic and the bills, and all of a sudden the water's out and I realize I didn't pay the bill 10 years ago, you know, all this stuff, they're gonna spew out to you. They're gonna in the middle of it go, oh, that's it, I didn't pay my bill for 10 years, that's why the water's not flowing. I'm gonna catch up. Not, well, don't try to, just listen, because at the same time where everyone is at right now, they all just want to vent. It's like a venting time right now. Everyone wants to explain themselves and why everything's not working out or why everything's gonna be working out. And that's what this is right now. Your spirit is just purging, and whatever's left of 2021 to begin its astrological new season, which is Aries. Yeah. So get ready for that. It's gonna happen. We talked about ascendant colds. Anything like that. Random sicknesses, random colds, random infections, because your body's like, what? Like my body, hello, had a master cleanse on both holes. Right. You know?
Wait, before you go on, for those of you that are not aware of it, because we haven't really talked about this, I've probably talked about this in my own podcast episodes, which have been a while. An ascendant's cold is what I like to call, or sickness is what I like to call these random sicknesses that, yes, of course, you're going to find a physical root because, we're in a physical world, but they feel outer worldly or feel incredibly out of place. Like, for example, Adyr randomly getting food poisoning after not getting food poisoning for a long time, having a momentary lapse and not properly washing his lettuce. Probably doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. I got a sinus infection. I don't normally get sinus infections, and I'm 99% sure that it was a sinus infection because my voice needed to stop working in order for it to be worked on, and then it got to be working again. So, like, you could experience this in the form of a flu, or just in the form of, like, a brain fog that you have for, like, a head cold overnight or something. But when we're talking
exhaustion,
tired, fatigue, just
that's the word.
Yes.
Her. Fatigue, her.
Anything that feels like you will find some sort of physical root for it, but it feels bigger than that thing, probably has a lot to do with an ascension situation.
No, it's a lot of things like that. It's especially from what I was told by this spiritual guru that I talk to on occasions. This year, especially during the reboot, this is pretty much the end. Like, okay, tax season, what have we learned? Do our taxes to begin a whole thing on an astrological realm, on a spiritual realm. Because we have the superficial, which is New Year's, and then we have the Chinese, which is the lunar, and then we have the astrological, which is the beginning of the Aries season, which is around the spring equinox, around that time. So right now there's going to be downloads from source that people are going to be getting. They're going to be feeling heavy. They're going to be like, I'm just so tired right now. Everything's irritating. It's because your body's like, okay, clear your cache. Is it cache or catch?
Oh, we're talking like the internet term?
Yeah.
I call it cache.
Cache. Or some people want to get fancy, cache.
Clear your cache.
I have to clear the cache because the cache is causing too much in that. You know what I mean? So I have to just...
Your cookies are fucking you up.
Talk to the source. And the source will say, did you reboot and clear your cache? No, source, I forgot. We'll clear the cache and we will put in new things. No need for fingerprint validation now. We know who you are. Okay. So,
that's so funny.
It's a lot of that's going on right now. If you want to start manifesting and develop new opportunities, right now is the time. Because the beginning of the year, which is the equinox, will be doing it now. Now, it already happened, and I am the type that on new moons, I try not to do any manifestations or any spell work, only because I would prefer to do it when there's more light coming in the sun. Maybe 2 days after, 3 days after for the waxing, to hit to the full, because then there's more light coming in, there's more stars coming in. That's just how I do it. I feel more comfortable that way. If you feel you've done it already and you were comfortable, congratulations, you can pass go and collect your 200. But if you haven't yet, you got time. Make your ideals, because all this Pisces also present what drives you, your passions, what are you emotionally fulfilled about, and this new moon's offering you that. What brings you love, joy, satisfaction? What do you want to grab? Because we're at the finish line for last year, so we're ready to just bing, 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 put those in the filing cabinet, start a whole new set. Collect your spiritual receipts and get your refunds. I
have something to say to you. Message from the mermaids. All right? It is Pisces, so I've been seeing lots of mermaids, obviously, around, because, Pisces, fish. And I have this beautiful oracle deck that connected me to my ancestral mermaids a long time ago. And something that's coming up to mind right now as you're saying all this is when you're saying, like, what brings you joy? What brings you this? Blah, blah, blah. Boil it down to, as the mermaids would say, what makes you sing? Like, what makes you sing? And it doesn't have to be a literal vocal representation of singing. It can be like literally what makes your soul want to live, to be here. Is it,
Fa la 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 la. Money.
There you go. No, like, really, like, for those of you who probably just kind of, oh, that's so superficial. Guess what? You are in a physical, superficial reality embodied. So if making money is something that is making your heart sing right now, put those plans in place, It doesn't, newsflash, money's not the root of all evil. We've made it so. Money's a tool. It's a really great tool.
Money's an energy.
It's an energy. You can use it just like a knife has amazing energy to cut some vegetables or amazing energy to cut a heart. Like, it really could do either thing. It just depends on who's wielding it. And so, yeah, money, whatever it is, let's not judge ourselves for it. The mermaids aren't judging you. They're just asking you to sing.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you sing?
Money.
Money.
Money. I'm just imagine.
Hey man,
She's like, you got it. Manifest it. I'm not manifesting money. Everyone wants to manifest money. Just manifest you being in the same energy wave as currency, money. I want to be in that same energy. I want to be in that same frequency. Align myself with the frequency of abundance and prosperity.
Of value.
Yeah.
Like value. Like
if you go, I need money, 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 money. The universe is like, it's kind of like when you have that one person that you say just meet. They seem cool. You give them their number and they're texting you every minute. What are you doing? You want to hang out? Want to have some coffee? Oh, I'm breathing right now. That's great. You're breathing. Okay. You want to breathe together, not on top of each other, but like in the same area, like a park, like, and have some wine. And then I'm here having the wine. Where you at? You're missing out, and you just go, fuck, enough. Or that one person that texts you a sentence.
Oh my god.
So your phone goes ding, 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 and it's basically like, so I went to the store, and then I decided to get this, and then I was thinking about you, and then all of a sudden I decided to find out what you're doing. So what are you doing? And each one is a text, rather than just putting the whole thing in one giant text. How irritating that is.
Yeah.
That's how the universe feels when you're desperate, or when you're like, I want this, I want
anything,
that.
not just money.
Universe goes, look, 10 to a 2. I got that. I got all the 100 texts you sent me, and when you should have just put it in one, and I would have been like, cool.
So I want to take the time to explain this as well, since it's so pertinent right now, because I don't want anyone to... We've all heard about the law of attraction, all that stuff. What we're talking about here, sure, those principles come into play, but it's more about, like what Adyr is saying, it's like it's this matching of a vibration. So, for example, it's not... I could just sense some of the listeners right now being like, oh my god, the universe personified hates me right now. It's like, no. First of all, universe is not personified. We are all personifications of this great source. It is not a personified thing. But what we're saying right now is that there are vibrations, right? When we talk about ascension colds, we're not talking about ascending on a literal ladder, but we're talking about, like, there are vibrations that sit higher, and then there are vibrations that sit lower. The vibration of I'm cared for, of I am abundant, kind of just naturally is going to invite in more of that because of principles like the law of attraction, because like is going to attract like. Now, if you're in a place where you are desperate, do not despair. No pun intended. Don't despair, because the way to that higher vibration is actually through what you're feeling right now. So it's not about going, okay, throw this desperation away. It's going, why am I despairing? Mm-hmm. What is it? What inside me is working to tell me that I won't be cared for, that I have to struggle, that I have to this. A lot of the times, what that's going to be, it's going to be beliefs that were not even yours, that you adopted because you grew up around people who had those. So now is the time, like we're saying, clear the cache. Now is the time to really go through those beliefs. Yep. And that's how you'll find yourself to that vibration of abundance and money. And it's not going to happen one day to the other. And yes, you can do affirmations and their meditations. There's a guided meditation by Teal Swan that's amazing for financial abundance. But even then, you still need to be doing the work within yourself to sift through your own vibrations to get to that abundant place. And we can all achieve it. We can all achieve it. So I just wanted to put that out there because I don't want anyone feeling despair because they're desperate, because that is so valid.
And if you find it hard to do a law of attraction, then do law of assumption.
Oh, what is that?
For example, your paycheck was small this week. Practice law of assumption. It'll be bigger next week.
Got it. Yeah.
It'll be bigger next week. Or if someone like gives you the cold shoulder, they're just shy.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably into me and they don't know how to like talk to me, or I'm just intimidating. That sometimes works because now I'm not saying assuming like, because there's that saying assumptions lead to dysfunctions. That term goes in terms of communication with one another and connecting with somebody.
Yeah.
I'm talking about with connecting with source, whoever you want to call it, God, goddess, tree, tray, I don't know, ocean, hair. It's just it just will help you practice it like it'll help you slide into attraction. So I practice law of assumption a lot more than I do law of attraction, because sometimes I have a tendency to doubt myself. Sometimes. I'm like, you're never going to get there. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'm never going to. I have this constant battle in my head because, like Diana Ross said, which was funny, sometimes, when I always have two things. I always think about the positive, but with that always comes a negative. But then it's my decision to just put my energy on one side. Yeah. So I always focus my energy on success. And that's what it does for me. Like with me sometimes, because I doubt myself, I have to do this balance. But when I do a law of assumption, for me, I stick to the positive side more. Like, things are picking up. Auditions are picking up. Well, I'm working more. And I mean, right now it's slow. It's going to pick up next week.
That's really interesting. No, that's really interesting. That's great, because unlike the flawed rhetoric, in my opinion, of the law of attraction, because I mean, even I myself, like, I like to call it the law of mirroring, because it's not about attracting as much as like something that is itself will naturally pull other things like itself. It'll pull mirrors towards it, right? So I like to call it that way. But like, I love that, because what ends up happening in that way, you're not completely discounting the negative. Yeah. Because that's the issue with the law of attraction, that people will go positive, 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 and then at one point they will inevitably hit a negative wall. And that's because your negative feelings and your negative shit is not going to just go away because of toxic positivity. So like, that's great. Practicing the law. I think I do this just without knowing what it was. Practicing the law of assumption is going, okay, I see you, negative outcome, but I also see that there can be a positive outcome. And it's like towing that line, but sort of leaning over to the positive without overly attaching to either. And I think that that's great. Yeah. So
some people call it having faith.
That works too. Yeah, right.
It'll happen someday.
Have faith. Have faith.
I have faith. I like faith. Faith is cute. I prefer assumption, because assumption is that strong woman.
It's
I don't know if I make my strong woman sound Russian.
I know.
What is this?
Hey, Russian women are. I just think of, what is it? Yelena from Black Widow.
Oh yeah, I love those.
She killed it in Hawkeye. Oh my
like this?
God. Kate Bishop. You want some mac and cheese, Kate Bishop? Oh my God, I love you.
She was a good one.
She was so good.
But for me, law of assumption is more of like my mom with the chancla. Wapa, don't forget to do your homework. Do your homework. Okay, I'll do my fucking homework. Rather than, you'll get there when you'll get there. Yeah. For me, that's a lot for me. I trust you'll be able to do your homework, and that's gonna give me that free will to be like, oh. But it's like, do your homework, okay? Because I need that stern reminder for me. So I practice assumption, and when I do practice assumption, law of attraction flows easier for me.
Yeah, it's a gateway. It's a gateway.
It makes it easier, and it's easier to throw away, because sometimes they go, you're supposed to think about it and then let it go.
Right.
But some people don't have that capacity. Like, I tend to obsess.
I'm the octopus that's like holding on to things with 7 legs and letting one thing go and being like, I'm letting go, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
no, with me, I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, if it's mine, it's mine. It's not, it's not. Damn, I really fucking want
Right.
it. What would I do? And I'm just like, you know what? No, that's how I am. So now when I do assumption, I go, I think I nailed it. Call it a day.
And then let it go.
It's easier for me to let it go.
Send it down the river.
I did a great job. Move on.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the key. That really is the key to this thing that I guess I'm trying to highlight. Is just like, if you practice this law of assumption, it's way more likely that you're not going to get attached to something on a good or a bad level. And I mean, I get it, the whole detaching thing. I'm going to be doing more solo.
It's hard to detach.
Huh?
It's hard to detach.
It is. We are in a
much.
reality that we're meant to attach. The universe is banking on us desiring things and getting to it. The trick of the thing is that it's already getting it to you. But the moment you go, I want this with my whole being, the universe goes, I'm on it. And then the second you start to try to figure out how to do it, it goes, stop it. Stop it! I know the fastest way to you. Stop it! You keep putting these things in my way because you keep thinking that you can make it happen better than me. Fucking stop it!
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. Tangent over. Go on.
It's kind of like if you've made omelets for 15 years and you're making, your friend's like, you gotta do it like this.
And you're just like, shut the fuck up. I know how to do it the fastest way.
I've been doing this. Have you ever made an omelet? No, I've never touched a pan. Then shut the fuck up.
Right. This is the universe.
How funny would that be? You live with someone for 20 years. I've never touched a frying pan.
Dude.
What the fuck?
I have a feeling my little kids are gonna be like begging me to like make their own food by the time they're 2. And you know what? I'm gonna be a supervising awesome mother and I will let them. That'll be great.
I don't know about mine if I have Good luck. I have a kid. Dad, that's great, dear. Dad, what? Can you make... Okay, honey. Can you drop me off at school? What's that?
Is it that building at the end with all those women that dress the
And
same?
you learn things? Let me teach you.
I can teach you some things. Let's go make a fairy garden.
I'm going to be like, in this day of age, now where we're at, I'm going to teach you how to cook a rat because... Where we're headed.
They're so smart.
Let me show you how to grow vegetables.
No, for real though.
Let me teach you how to survive.
No, but like other countries are taught how to grow vegetables. Like they're taught how to take like produce waste and grow their own vegetables. Like it's insane that we don't do that. I mean, it's not insane. They don't want us to learn to do it here. But,
no, they want us to need and
just
rely.
You'll be uncle/auntie Adyr to my kids.
Who is it today, auntie or uncle? I made you some cakes. Oh, it's auntie. That'd be brilliant.
That'll be great. Someday I will be this pregnant doing this episode, and it'll be great. It'll be like, oh, baby's chiming in.
And I'd be like smoking cigarettes.
Oh my god!
It's a myth. It's a lie.
Those better be organic tobacco cigarettes, no nicotine involved, Adyr.
The CDC's lying. Can't decide cock. That's what CDC stands for.
Oh god.
They don't know what they're talking about. You know what? My mother smoked 2 packs a day with me. Sure, I have asthma, but I'm fine. It's a lie. That would be brilliant.
Fucking brilliant.
Vape. This is just steam. It's like steaming dumplings with flavor. That's all it is.
The candle's giggling at you.
That's all it is. So back to the new moon in Pisces. No, seriously though, great time to manifest. Right now is the time for opportunities, and plus Jupiter is on Pisces side right now, and Jupiter is the planet of luck. You got the planet of luck, abundance, and fun.
Wow.
I know. Jupiter's here.
Are there any cautionary traps? I feel weird. I feel like a sense of needing to ask.
I think check thoroughly if an opportunity presents itself to you. Just read between the lines. That's it.
Okay.
Because nowadays, a lot of us, even the older folk, we've grown accustomed to instant gratification.
Right.
So sometimes, and we've grown accustomed to just scrolling, agree, and not reading the fine lines anymore. Right. So if you get anything like that, just read between the lines, do your studies thoroughly, make sure this is the opportunity you want, because once you do it, and then all that good energy from Jupiter and stuff comes, it's going to be equinox, which is around March, but Aries season starts around a little bit past the equinox, around there. But if you're not happy with it, you've already put yourself in it. So make sure you do it, because it's like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Because right now the teams, like your spiritual teams, they're all waiting in their cubicles. They're putting all of last year's stuff in the files.
Yeah.
Because we're still on 2021's energy right now until Aries season. Yeah. And then we hit 2022, and that's when like your spiritual team's having they're getting their drunk on and party. they're getting ready to party.
They're getting on Jupiter's side.
We got Jupiter on right now, and that hasn't happened in like 80 years or so.
Wow. Okay.
So this is the first time in a long time. So it's a good time to do it. Also, since it is the new year, once the equinox, from what I was told by other astrologers, this is going to be an intense energy when I mentioned April 2022 that one time, I don't remember. I think we talked about it.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I think it was last one.
Was it? Okay.
When we were
it may have been.
April 2020, something's going to happen. It's going to be a time when the world, the humans are going to be in two separate, strict energies. Those who choose peace and those who do not. It's going to be like that. Oh, this is my roommate's friends are here to collect the van. The keys are...
There's a giant van right outside this window.
Yeah, my friend's in a band, and
so fun.
All the equipment and all that stuff. His stuff is in there. Hello, come in.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm going to grab some keys.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
I'll go get it for you. You don't mind if I get it?
No, go ahead. Actually, while Adyr is doing that, I wanted to just share a little bit of an experience that I personally had regarding like checking through my opportunities to make sure that something is right for me. This might just help some of you guys kind of figure out this for yourselves and what it might mean. I'm going to be starting work at a preschool. I'm really excited about it. Thank you. It got put in place a little while ago, but basically in order to be a certified teacher, right, I would have to get 12 specific units of early childhood development via some community college or something, or I could do this technical course, which would essentially like crash course me through it for a month, and then I'd be certified at the end of the month.
Oh, well. Are you gonna get your CBAS also?
Don't know what that is exactly, but I'm gonna get whatever certifications, like the CTC, I think, all that stuff, whatever I need to just be a preschool teacher. It's a Montessori preschool. I'm really excited about it. But for a while, I wasn't sure that I would want to do the expedited course because online schooling just like really intimidates me. And I decided to go the slower route. And over the weekend, I thought about it. And then I decided, no, maybe I'll do the faster route. And lo and behold, even when I decided to do the slower route, they were like, yeah, for sure, just let us know. And then when I decided to do the faster route, they're like, oh my gosh, this is great. Yeah, we can get you onboarded pretty soon. So there were no repercussions for me taking my time with that decision. So, and that's what I'm trying to highlight right now is like, there's no repercussions. There might seem like there's a repercussion. For example, I wouldn't be able to get hired as fast if I went the slower route, but it's not like they weren't going to hire me. So, It's like if something's right for you, it is. But if you grab onto it in the wrong way, that can also affect how right it feels for you. Or too quickly. So I just wanted to share that.
No. So do it! No, it's good energy right now. It's good time for creativity. And also knowing who you are, because this is an emotional sign. This is an emotional thing that's going on right now. So learn about it, find yourself, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask you, what is the U.S. is going through the Pluto's going through
Oh,
something.
this is crazy. Everyone's been talking about U.S.'s Pluto's return.
Okay.
So
Pluto return is not an interpersonal thing, right? It's like it's an
nation.
entity thing.
It's an entity thing. So Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth.
Yeah, love her. She's my favorite Sailor Moon.
All right.
She's the short with the staff, right?
No, that's Saturn.
That's Saturn. Oh, Pluto's the timekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love her.
Yeah,
Long hair.
Death
love
and
her.
rebirth. Yeah.
Love her.
She says dead scream. But in Japanese, detto scream.
I love her.
So every time a nation is born, they always check it's always at where Pluto is at. It'll return in about 248 years or so.
Right. So what was that? What's 200 years ago?
247 years ago was when the United States was founded.
Wow.
And Pluto was in Capricorn, I think, or was it in Virgo? One of the two. I think it was Capricorn, but we're at its return, and this is going to determine the rise or the demise of a nation. For example, Rome fell on its second return. Napoleon died on its first return. Things like that. So it determines on the nation. So this Pluto return is for the United States. Right now, everyone's like freaking out. Some people are going to say this is the beginning of its demise because the energy of power is moving further west, which in other words to the far east, because they say it travels that way. It was Europe, and then it went U.S., and now it's going that way. Nobody knows. So it's in the air, and everyone's freaking out. And the craziest part about it, right at the return, war happened.
Right, of course.
So everyone's just like, I don't know. And then the energies are really interesting right now with that. I can't really predict what's going to happen or anything. I'm not one of those. However, a lot of people are keeping watch on that. Because this is the point when, I guess, management comes into the office and goes, all right, people, well, tell me what you've all got.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this, or this is brilliant.
Yeah.
So this is where we are with the United States. It could be good. It could be bad with what's going on right now. I don't fucking know.
Who knows? I wanted to mention it because I wanted to make sure that at least the folks here who watch this and who listen to this is not a personal thing.
It isn't.
If someone comes at you being like, this is how Pluto return is going to affect you, just shoo them away. It's not about that.
Wrong.
It's about the nation's future. And if you care about this nation, and you know what? I am an immigrant. I came from Brazil. I think you're an immigrant as well. Or were you born here?
I was born here. My parents were immigrants.
You were born here. So yeah. I am a citizen. I have dual citizenship. I'm an immigrant. And, you know, I'm going to say just this.
Oh, what are you going to say? It's important.
America as an entity, meaning her spirit, is beautiful. It's beautiful and it's grand and it's welcoming. And I'm getting emotional just saying this because it's true. So for those of you out there that are just like, oh, fuck America, blah, 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 please refrain from thinking of her people as her. Because there is a reason that you know, so many immigrants were united when this country was founded. There's a reason that so many people got together. And you know what? There is a reason that in spite of the corruption, the very smart underlying corruption in this country, there is a strong tapestry of people in it that care about the right things, that care about, I'm not even gonna say the right things, the things that will progress humanity forward. And I urge you, if you really, you know, if you do care enough to want this country to survive and be better, that you focus on those people and that you fortify them more than you bash the other side, I'm gonna say, because that other side just is really blind to this beautiful tapestry of welcoming awe that is Lady America.
Lady Liberty.
Lady Liberty. No, really, it's true. Like we have not lost this essence just because, you know, I'm from Brazil. In Brazil, we used to idolize America. Some of us still do. And I think it's because a lot of us see the underlying tapestry of liberty and freedom, whereas Brazil was a conquered nation. We were not colonized. We weren't people didn't come in with their families to go, here's this beautiful land where we can go and grow our families. They took from us. They R-worded us, and this is for the YouTube algorithm. They S8'd us, and they R-worded us, and they didn't come with their families. It was a ton of conquistadors who essentially R'd and pillaged the land. And so let's really fortify America's spirit in this time, because she really needs it. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Let's be part of that spirit.
Hell yeah. And Lady Liberty is the representation of the goddess Libertas.
Okay.
Who was worshipped by the poor, the prostitutes, and the working class back in the days for freedom. Makes you think.
Makes you think.
People go, one nation under God. Well, yeah, you know. Technically, your nation's representation is the goddess of
liberty,
working class, and freedom, and prostitutes, and whatever. Libertas.
There we go.
Makes you think.
It's a modern world. It's an OnlyFans world, friends.
Right. Watch Lady Liberty's like, that's the way you do it. Prostitutes worshiping. Hell yeah, on the fans only. We are going to make this land even more powerful with fans only. Watch, she's like that. Yes, finally, you humans of this land are getting it now.
But real talk, like, it doesn't matter what people do, just the fact that they're living, they're finding the thing that makes them sing. If it's getting naked and getting on OnlyFans and making some money that way, let's fucking celebrate them for it, because they're not hurting you.
Yeah.
You know?
And here's the pretty thing about it that people don't understand. I've lived in countries where whatever certain things you say, you're wiped out of the grid. You're gone. And whether good or bad, people's opinions are people's opinions, and they're allowed to say it here. We have the freedom to say our opinions. You see some of these crazies that say, oh, this anti shit and that. You can say that in America.
Yeah.
America.
And not get stoned or, like Adyr said, wiped off the grid.
Yeah, I've talked to some of my friends overseas, and we're like, we can't say certain things because people are missing left and right.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, so what's the code word?
I need the cipher.
The chicken's been bad right now. All over the place. Yeah, the chicken has made decisions for me. And it's causing a ruckus. Like, the chicken decides when I have power. The chicken decides when I can collect my check, because it's the fucking chicken. It's the bitch crossed the road on me on the other side. Oh, okay.
Well, I think it's
how's the chicken over there? It's bad. Don't
eat
try
it.
the chicken.
With all that said, though, if you are someone that really does want to tackle the hard things in this world, please do so with the spirit of hope in mind. Because when we face hopelessness, the best foundational weapon we have is hope. Because if you have hope and your actions are coming from there, then even if you are facing really awful things, hopefully there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. So
there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
There is, and
just depends if you want to go through it.
Yes,
it's your
and
choice.
Oftentimes the tunnel's dark and hard to go through, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this reading will help us out a little bit.
Yeah, so vote for the energies of the new... Oh, wow.
It's the world.
It's the perfect one.
We got the world.
End of a cycle. So I told the cards that I'm not going to be doing reverses. This is fucking crazy. This is really fucking crazy.
So wait, we have...
Holy shit.
We have the world, we have death, we have the chariot.
And the lovers.
And the lovers.
All major arcana.
Wow.
Not a single minor.
So I've been told that oftentimes when we get mostly, if not all, major arcanas, it's because we're dealing with some very big energies that are probably like generations old. So if that's a reading for you personally, it probably means some like life cycle shit and past life shit. Whereas
Here's the crazy
I
part.
don't even know what this is.
This one explains everything on its own. That's the beginning of a new cycle.
The world.
The world, end of a beginning, end of a cycle.
Oh.
Beginning of a new.
She says, better luck next time, and also, you're drunk.
And then you got Death card, which is rebirth. Oh my god.
Somebody wake up that sleepy hoe so I can go to town and get my new skin suit. God, I love this.
And then you got the Chariot,
Alright.
which is taking action.
Meet my kitties with titties, Uber and Lyft. I love
Uber
this
and
so
Lyft.
much. So good. Because the Chariot
No.
transports her along.
And then you got the Lovers, which goes in two ways. I always tell people, okay, so this is not about love. So if it's not about love, it's about crossroads. It's more crossroady. It's more duality.
Yeah.
It's more that. If you want to read it.
Yes, let's read it. So, the big angel that sets judgment goes, I told you to pick where you want to eat. Eve goes, yeah, but when I chose forbidden fruit, you couldn't have told me it caused love-crushing flatulence? And Adam goes, what?
There you go.
We gotta...
Make your choice. This one just actually explains it. Choose where you want to fucking eat.
Yeah.
So, holy fuck.
That's so
I haven't had major arcanas in a row like this. What's the bottom of the deck?
crazy.
Okay.
It's a cups.
It's the King of Cups.
Wow.
Damn,
What does he
hooker.
say?
Damn, hooker. Okay.
The ladies' man.
Hell yeah.
Top boy of crybabies.
Hell yeah. So, like the top boy of crybabies, the overall energy is basically emotional security. Like I said, this is the time when all of your emotions, you're going to figure your shit out. Listening to venting and hopefully they listening. All of that will come to its answers. This is fucking nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
Big fucking change. Expect whatever you want to come. However, I love saying that word. However, because but sounds so...
Such an eloquent way of saying but.
Yeah, however is much more dramatic.
It is.
But this and this. However. What?
I should be dressed in some medieval gown and you should be Auntie Adyr right now. With your
The world has spoken. However, death does not mean death. It means not living anymore.
I must go tell father.
No, seriously. Whatever has been done in 2021 is the time you look back and see what was done and let it go. Move forward, take that action, find your path with confidence.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
So, exactly. Things are going to be coming. Things are going to be coming left or right. Things will be coming. And the only reason why I said that is because I didn't look at the death card. I looked at the Pope and all these people offering gifts to the death card.
Interesting.
And I got more opportunity. When I even said opportunities will be coming your way. Just think before you do it. Now, in terms of opportunities that will be manifesting themselves and things that you will be manifesting for yourself, because the world is just like clean palette. Let's go.
Yeah.
Listen to your intuition with that giant blue shawl around, purple shawl around her. Death is walking. Everyone's offering these things to death. And then you have the Chariot, which is just like, okay, I need to be the boss of these decisions. I need to drive these fucking Uber and Lyft cats to the path that brings me love, which will heighten me up and give me that fucking emotional security.
What makes you sing?
Exactly. Ew.
I love the death card at the bottom goes, shiny new shiz.
Right there. Brad the manager, take control.
Brad the manager.
Uno, new beginning. Ew, oh my god. Ew for me, for slang is like cool.
Yeah.
Like growing up here, ew, I love your shoes. Ew, where'd you buy that? Ew, this fucking coffee's like,
Oh.
I gotta tell you something. Like, I went to, like, the Rainbow, right? Ew, they had these shirts. And they don't rip after the first wash.
I will never look at that word the same again.
Ew, that's like slang. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, these are sick.
Yeah.
But this is like the Latino, like, ew. Ew, that's so fucking crazy.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forget you speak Spanish.
It's my first language.
It's my first language.
Not the first, but my first.
No, because I'm learning Spanish, so I'll have to practice with you.
Oh, you can quick, because you speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
My Portuguese came fairly easy for me because of my Spanish.
Yeah.
Eu falo muito pouquinho, elefante, barra avião.
Wow.
I remember I took Pandora. No. Rosetta.
I was like, I know exactly what you're saying.
Rosetta
it's not
Stone.
the radio.
Not Pandora's box, but Rosetta Stone. And it was like, Olá, bom dia. Bom dia, você fala português? Não falo. Sim, onde fico? Banheiro. Banheiro fico pra lá. Obrigado. De nada. I was like, wait. The whole sentence was just like, hello, do you speak Portuguese? And the person replies, no, I don't speak Portuguese. And it was the conversation continued, which was kind of smart because it was so weird that you will remember it.
Yeah. It's a very weird language.
Like, they'd be like, well, no, Rosetta was smart about it. It's like, there's an elephant on top of the plane.
You're like,
but you remember that.
But you remember because it's such a weird... No, it's funny, actually. I'm learning through Duolingo. And it's okay. It's really just it's bullshit to say that I'm learning because like I did take Spanish in middle school and I had to move to French because it was too easy because of Portuguese. So I'm like brushing up my Portuguese with Duolingo so I can be the sole Portuguese speaker for my kids at some point. I have to speak to them only in Portuguese for 7 years in order for them to so Nate would be speaking to them in English and I would be the Portuguese speaking parent and we cannot switch so then that they would retain both. So I'm like brushing up Portuguese and then I'm learning Spanish and it's like I don't know, it's kind of a joke because I'm like, wow, Mac, like I'm just waiting for it to get hard because I'm like it's not hard right now because like I'm just doing all the basic stuff, but that's something that makes my heart sing. Like I'm, getting to learn these things. So it doesn't even have to be anything crazy, guys. You could learn a new language or whatever. But like really, like the world's your oyster here, and
this is crazy. This is everything we just talked about, and it's a major arcana. So this is like
it's big shit.
This is big. This is big.
It's shiny new shiz.
Like if you thought an extra double gulp at 7-Eleven was big. This is bigger.
It's an extra quadruple gulp.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Is there anything else that we should say? Do we have anything else to say?
Just stay positive. Live under assumption like I do if that works, or keep practicing your law of attraction, whichever law you want to work on. And keep moving. Ooh, keep moving forward. I'm focused a lot on the Chariot more than anything.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, the Chariot's the one that's been getting me right now. So, since I'm focused on the Chariot, I'll get in fuller depth with that. The name tag on his armor is what I'm focused on the most. If you see right here, I call it a name tag.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little square.
It's like a square. It's blank.
Yeah.
Because the cards are asking, what do you want to become? Think about that. What do you want to be? What do you want to become? What do you want?
Yeah.
How do you want to be known? Is that correct?
Yeah. No, for sure. That actually... I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit. The little story I just told about Duolingo. I want to become trilingual, not just for myself, but like I want to become trilingual for my kids. I'm working
Yeah.
towards being the best mom that I can be right now, you know, via that action. So it's like, at its basis, what do you want to be? What are you working towards being right now?
And if you look at the chariot, who usually rides chariots? An emperor, someone
Kings,
powerful,
queens,
kings and queens,
generals.
So label yourself and master it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And love can come, and not the superficial love, like I just met my partner because I labeled myself whore. Imagine that. I'm gonna be a whore. I'm gonna label it, and then they find monogamy. Fuck.
Oh god, what a trip that would be.
You know, I just got on the chariot of whoredom, and I met my wife or husband, whatever I'm into.
How did this happen?
What the hell? What the hell? QAnon. But
really though, like, find that, you know, decide what it is you want to be, and have compassion for yourself on the way. Like, that's like the biggest thing, I think, is like with such big energies moving around like this, don't get caught up in the
that's what the two sphinxes represent, white and black, a balance.
Yeah, don't get caught up in the human shit of being like, oh, I'm not this now, so I'll never be, or oh, whatever other absolute you want to put in there. Like, this is universal shit, meaning the universe actually has way more compassion for you than you do. So like, let's try to tap into that.
Yeah.
Because you don't learn to sing without some compassion. I'm gonna say that shit.
Or lessons.
Or lessons, exactly. Yeah. And if you have any really interesting experiences, like, please put them out as a review in the podcast, or put them in the comments on the YouTube. And if you want a personal reading with Adyr, his socials are always down below for you to check out.
Hit me up on a social, say you would like a reading.
Yeah, and I always tag him on my Instagram as well, so you can find him there. It's really awesome. And thank you guys so much for joining, for being here. This has become a really, really fun time.
I love doing these podcasts with you. They're so much fun.
Same. I hope it helps. I hope it helps people. I know it helps me a lot. So,
you know, it does.
Yeah.
Because this is coming out of a pure heart. We're both doing this out of love. We're not like profiting off of it.
I mean, but even if we were, though, this is my thing. Like, I want to come to a place where we do profit off of this, and not in some weird, like getting over people way, but just in the way that like our value is returned, you know, in a sort of like karmic, balanced sort of way. But I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, no, this is from the heart.
Yep. And in conclusion to all of it, I decided to pull a card that says what, you know, in conclusion, what should we end with? And we got the Ten of Wands. Some people are very intimidated from this card. It's always this one and the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords.
I mean, he looks dead.
Not
but he's not dead.
Bad card. It just means the worst is over.
You've gotten all the swords stuck in you, but they missed your head, so.
Oh, yeah. Even if they did miss the head, or if they did hit the head, he's looking at the sunrise.
Yeah.
So everything that's dark is already behind him, and he's just focused on the sun. The clear skies over there. Which means the worst is over. All right. He even says it. I'm only mostly dead. Well, take the swords off, walk towards the sun, and call it a day.
Yeah.
The worst is over. Yay!
Yay!
I love these cards.
Yeah.
They're so much fun.
Thank you, friends. We will catch you next new moon. We're also going to catch you a little bit before that, because next week we're going to be recording the promised Chinese lunar reading. He's going to be doing a lunar reading for me. For those of you, I'm trying to call it lunar astrology reading, just so we don't like pigeonhole it into Chinese, because I know that a lot of different cultures also believe in all this. So we're going to be doing, I'm a dog. Don't know what that means.
Yeah, you are.
But we're gonna be doing the lunar reading. Oh, this is exciting! Oh, you're warm and fuzzy.
I'm a goat, sheep, whatever. I'm a wood.
Okay.
Goat.
See, Don't know, but we're gonna find out. I'm really excited about it because this is not a topic of astrology that I've been really exposed to. It's more obscure.
It's very feng shui.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Woohoo! We'll catch you guys soon, and thank you.